Look at that here as well. The line input cable works. I can plug an MP3 player directly in this thing, then record onto it onto a tape. Because it's a monitor, how it works, this is overload, so it just plays out like this, half volume all the time, and I get no audio. So I'll have to run a headphone out of that. Then just run it to another set of speakers and adjust the volume that way when I use a line input on this thing to record MP3s in mono. Got this really old vintage tape. And might be copyrights, be careful there. Bit of a squeaky one. Yeah, it's a tape, not the cassette deck's fine, it's that tape that squeaks. It's quite an old tape. This one probably as old as this radio is. It's an old Goldwing compact cassette. They dropped that sometime in the early 80s, I think. They dropped that branding. It is old and vintage. Shame the previous owner ripped half the label off. Goldwing certified magnetic recording tape cassette. This is quite an early one, from at least the early 70s, this tape, with some nice classics on it. I always pick up these older vintage cassettes, so they're popping up everywhere now. They've been there available for a while, so I just buy them up instead of them going in the bin. There's all this other crap, so I just pick up all these old tapes, especially these like this that have been recorded by someone else. There's actually interesting tunes on these tapes. So, probably would have been off of 78 RPM. Someone would have recorded this off of 78. Yeah, just the way it is. That tape's just a bit squeaky. Now, when I bought this, there's like a white mark in the middle of the tape that was just played halfway through. It looked like it was mouldy, but I think it's actually fine. It's quite a clean, good condition cassette. The cushions are not too bad either, so it's quite a nice old tape, an early type. This is the old type. I've got another one there which I've probably recorded on to before. This is probably about the same age, and the songs, the high quality bitrate songs, didn't turn out to sound right on that, no matter what setting, equalizer setting I use. It's just an old tape formulation. Yeah, it's how the tape is. See how it sits in there nice and straight. It looks like it's on one side, that's how it is, because it's got the pinch roller on that side. In its day, this was the cheapest cassette deck you can buy. This was like, back then would have been equivalent to a cheap Chinese cassette cassette. So, still a pretty damn good radio by today's standards. It's very well made for a cheap unit back then. Very over-engineered. This would be a high-end cassette deck by today's standards. Something like this, that's for sure, if they still made them. It wouldn't be cheap either, so. I'll play it through. She sounds alright. I might even actually digitise this. Not bad tunes. Old classics. Hit up Audacity and digitise this tape, preserve it, but keep the cassette too. I keep the digitised version and this tape preserved. Anyway, I've tried another belt on this, but no luck. It was too tight, so I took it off, cleaned all the pulleys, lubricated the motor, gave everything all the other belt I put back on here. My replacement one I originally put on here, I gave that a good clean, a good buff for the sandpaper and a good clean with isopropyl alcohol, and cleaned all the pulleys and got all the belt surfaces very clean. And it's actually no more wobbly. It was it had a bit of wow and flutter before because the belt was felt a bit slippery, so that has fixed it. It plays very good now. It's working like it was new. I'm happy with it. It's worked out very well, this little unit. Works good. No might hiss on high volley. When I play one of the radios, I used to hiss, turned out flat out. Had like an overload hiss, sort of like the old AM radio, that Cassette radio I did, fixed up. That sort of effect, but it doesn't motorbate. If it motorbates when you turn it up too high, that's a capacitor issue, but it doesn't do that anymore. At least it's that squeal. It might need capacitors eventually, but it seems to have improved now. Anyway, turn it down. That'll be enough for now. Thanks for watching.